Alright guys, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, Millennium Dawn modded playthrough of North Korea, where we are working on an Air Force and paratroopers and also needing fuel. We got a lot of needs. Let's see. We're trying to get the Kim faction to get in control of the country. It's not really going well. So his death is completed. So he already passed. The way I was reading this is it looks like we should have enough control with Kim Jong-un. But I may be wrong. It's like I don't really know what I'm reading, because it doesn't seem like it's working as I would expect, or as one might expect. Yeah, we do have some influence stuff going on. See if we get that trade agreement going. Ukraine is having a civil war, so it looks like Russia's making moves in Europe. Our auto influence is working on the Micronesia situation. I don't like that China's putting units on our border here. That doesn't bode well. Yeah, if I need something like 100% going for Kim Jong-un, they should put that as a requirement somewhere. But it says 45% stability, and we have 94. Yeah, and Jong-il is gone, so is stability just dropping over time, and then I need to get Un up? Yeah, because Kim Jong-un gives you more construction speed bonus. He is the superior one for me. And then the military one gives you a bunch of war justification stuff, but that's pretty much useless for us. Then... yeah, I don't see, like... I see the power struggle. I don't see a decision other than power struggle. Yeah, this makes this very concerning. Let's lobby for Un. I'm gonna spend political power I probably don't need. Also going to do weapon sales. We seem to have a lot of countries, so let's go ahead and do that. Looks like power fluctuations are still happening. I'm gonna shift the Wi-Fi over to power. See if we can't boost our infrastructure up. And probably, actually, I don't think I have an option for a fossil fuel plant, because if I could get fossil fuel, that gives fossil fuels reduction and power generation. Fuel consumption reduction and power generation. That's two benefits that I definitely need. Otherwise, nuclear power with the power production bonus is a good option. It's just more, it's not as big a bonus yet until we have more plants. We should be generating a lot of political power still, even though we have auto influence up. Go ahead and send medicine. Yeah, I don't know. Does the military run a coup? Like, how does the military have... That's my question. Yeah, because we're in April. I may be run by the military. Just seems like nothing's happening. That would be the worst situation if I had a military. If the military took over and I lost the Kim family here, then I might go full democracy. We might have a full rebellion situation at that point. Go non-aligned or something completely different. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like that may be a military thing. I may have to... Do I have to have it retire as the leader? Alright, well, okay. Couple things here. First off, I guess I'm gonna lobby for Kim Jong-un just to see if boosting his percentage will actually make this trigger. Or if it's too late. If it's too late, which it might be, then we may retire the committee as leader. Which it looks like we can do. Alright, so I'm going to pay off a little of the debt. Alright, so we got Wi-Fi. All of these things are things we're missing out on. Unfortunate, but we're just going to keep missing out. 2010. So we do have... Yeah, this gives build speed as well. But we do have a fuel plant. So let's go ahead and get that. I'll probably go instead of resource extraction with the yeah, the next thing we'll get, oh god, is going to be the thermodynamics basics, and then like thermal isolation and all that, and we'll just reduce our power consumption overall. Yeah, because we're pretty close to another research slot. Actually, two, but we're just not there yet. We really need them though. Yeah, and this power plant is taking too long to build. Alright, let's get trade going for oil. We're gonna go with our friends here in... We're gonna go with Iraq. I think we need two. We're not doing anything as we try and figure out what's going on with the party situation. Supporting one candidate over the other until a successor has been chosen will cause stability to be lost. So I guess every button click boosts their stability, but it boosts their percentage, but lowers the stability. Is that what I'm reading? And they have to get this most likely current successor chosen. So does this... Yeah, it's still working, but... Oh, how did I lose political power there? And did I do this too late? That's the other question. And how are we looking with... Yeah, still at the Special Forces cap. Got us caught. That's another thing with research. Alright, so I am in a bottleneck or a bind. That's pretty bad. I'm not sure that's working as intended. Maybe it is. Either, like, that seems a little bit finicky. For the succession thing, like... Yeah, because if you just show a lead, but it doesn't show like how this transfer of power, what the requirements are. And I don't see like any kind of flag anywhere that might say that. Yeah, like there's Economic aid. Don't see any other kind of like bonuses. It's very confusing. Yeah, and then this takes 2 months to process, so we would have had to have been putting... We could have, because it's fairly cheap, but we should have been investing political power into this, I guess. Even though we already met the requirements. So... Oh, God. Ignorance. Ignorance about how that works. That's annoying. So they're gonna ruin... They're gonna ruin my whatchamacallit, my dynasty. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. My dynastic rule that I had planned out. We'll see. We'll see about all that. Yeah, I don't know if this will actually still work, but I am going to see if it triggers. Maybe too late due to the date. Something to do, though, while we wait for our nuclear power plant. Which is now pushed back a whole year because we had to pull off 2 factories for resources. So... We'll get there. Yeah, because if we could bump up power consumption, our build speed's even faster. Right? Like, yeah, we go up multiple percentages of build speed. So power in factories right now, that's what we need to get. Let's see. Eight days and we get another lobby. This may be the latest transfer of power ever if it goes through. We lost an agent. Let's see. Micronesia. Go ahead and rescue her. Yeah, she's promoted and everything too. How is the country's emerging outlook is growing, so that's good. Still need that at like 51% to make any kind of changes. Alright. We're gonna lobby again for Kim Jong-un. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get this over into the 90s. we may end up triggering a civil war. At some point, Kim Jong-un, if he isn't like dead, we will make him the successor. We do want that construction bonus. It's a requirement. Yeah. I can't believe people ignored what the great leader wanted. They made him the eternal leader rather than doing what needed to be done. That's crazy. All right. Pushing 82 days for fuel. We can get one more. Let's see if we can lower that so it's even faster and just knock it out of the way in a month and then come back because it pushed the build time back a year. Yeah, that didn't even really affect. Two rubber. Those are the things your nightmares go up in with. Yeah, I think we're probably wasting political power here now because of the date. But we got to try it for science, you know. You got to do things for science. And how did we accrue debt? We have some giant interest payment? Is he not doing the mission? Dude. Launch the mission. Do the rescue. Okay, there. I don't know why he's waiting. We don't have time. We need all our agents doing agent things. We gotta have them on the field. Just sitting there doing nothing is not gonna help us. Very, very North Korean of you. Get out into the wider world and just get in shock and awe by technology. That's not what we're doing here. All right, what do we got? 464 billion. Power plant. We'll get excavation done pretty quick. Here we get some medicine relief. That does give political power bonus and research. Two things that we always need. Yeah. So 2 days. I get to click the button again. Right. We're gonna lobby again. Alright, so he is the most likely to succeed now. You have to get 80% or over 75, somewhere in that range. I'm thinking it's the 80% mark. Preferably before 2012, I assume. Still doesn't make him available, though. Alright, so... Alright, so we're gonna have the funeral committee retire. And see who they select. Considering... Yeah, because the dead guy is not going to be ruling. He gives us no bonuses. We'll see what happens if I do this. If it's not Kim Jong-un and it's somebody that doesn't give us a construction bonus from the Kim family, we're allowing democracy and we're just going to have revolts. We're just going to go full civil war. We're just completely throwing out the whole dynastic. We're going to ruin the whole country, basically. The whole setup, the whole build up for it, we're just going to ruin it. Nuclear option. Yeah, I probably should discourage population growth, but for our future things, we do need it. All right. Maybe I'm just being impatient with it. I don't know. But knowing now that I had to get 80% Orthodox approval probably for him to actually get elected. It doesn't... I don't think it has a tooltip, right? Yeah, so it doesn't show you what anything's required to have happen. That's just really frustrating. I thought if the father was like, yeah, that's our successor, they had to follow it, right? Like that's the rule, but apparently it seems like they just made up some BS so they could maintain power, which is not going to be okay. Yeah, we're going to retire the funeral committee. And I'm doing air quotes over retire. Retire. We're definitely not putting up with this BS. All right, so our fuel is full. We're going to cancel that. And we should have a more reasonable construction date, less than a year, while we have almost 2 years of fuel. I don't know if that'll last long enough. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a big enough difference to put us over the top. But it'll help. And then this will give us... This might give us a little... Maybe one more fuel as well. Possibly. I don't know. It's going to be iffy. If it was 10%, it would definitely give us one more. But 7.5 is not 10%. So... I can't say that'll work, right? Because we're pulling almost 10 oil here. And 7 here. This is 7. I think we're actually... We may have cycled into another oil, which would have been awesome. If that's what happened. Well... Yeah, it looks like that's going on. We're gonna have them retire. Well, that didn't work. It's just some random guy. So did we ruin our succession? It looks like we did. Okay. So what kind of bonuses would we be able to get? They want to remove the black market. They want to put industrial conglomerates in. Yeah, they're trying to destroy the country. Straight up. They want to do a purge. They just want to be a full-on Chinese puppet. They want to execute the Kims. I mean, this isn't bad. Like, I could take this. It's just getting there that's the problem, right? Because these lower bonuses are okay. But taking this, and then if I have to take all of these, I would have to do a crackdown on smuggling and constrain the Danju. And then this isn't gonna help. Yeah, so I basically missed this. That's what I can confirm. I would have had to have had 80% orthodoxy. Like, that should be in the description. Like, that's really frustrating that that's not there. Because who's our eternal leader, I guess? Ryo G1? He's a backstabber? Like, I don't want that. He's got terrible bonuses. Let's see if we can get someone who actually has some decent bonuses. If not, really frustrating. All right. We can work with this guy. Min Sang Min. Min Sung Seung. Min Seung Min. Construction speed and off sector bonus. He's like a discount Kim Jong-un. I'm just gonna call him discount Kim Jong-un. We can work with him. He's okay. He's okay. Let's get let's remedy our power problems. See, this isn't what North Korea had planned, but this is what happened. Yeah, backroom deals, we're almost out of money. Let's go ahead and get all these populated. So if anyone wanted to know, do boost up one of the brothers to 80% before your father dies. If that's how you're going to try and play it. Otherwise, you'll get forced down a military coup. Even if his successor is determined. So, I'll end this episode with the ledger as our economy and future political situation is in question. I think we're somewhere around 600 to 700. Where are we at? Oh, sorry. 44. Never mind. Sorry. 70. 476,000 or billion GDP. I'm all thrown off. That whole thing messed me up. Civilian industry, we've made 1, so I think we're at 8. Yeah. So that's where we're at. Thanks for watching. That didn't work out as planned, but it is going. So we rescued our agent too. Anyway, I'll catch y'all in the next episode.